And yep, right behind me is the Watcher's house like you just saw. And what I really wanted to talk about is the town of Westfield, New Jersey. It's not all that scary, even though we have the Watcher house. Was inspired for the Addams family. It has a few little creepy things around the town, but it has that amazing school district. It has an easy commute to New York City. It's one of the more luxury and more expensive towns in Union County. So you want to learn everything about it, stay through the whole video. You're going to learn all about Westfield, New Jersey.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our channel. My name's Laura. This is Luca. We are the Lestrade team, your relocation experts here in Union County. And today we have a cool video of Westfield, New Jersey.
And not only that, we're uploading a video every Monday and Friday at 12 p.m. of something to do with Union County. It could be a map and vlog video like this one, or I could show you in the maps exactly what's around, or it could be an educational one. We talk about what around the area. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that like, smash that bell so you're notified every single time we upload a video, because even though we love making these kind of videos, we are a licensed real estate agency in New Jersey. And it's going to be coming up any second now. Make sure to give us a call. We are the ones answering everything coming our way, and want to be the agents for you.
All right, guys, so right now we are in Westfield, New Jersey, which is a town that's located in the west section of Union County. This town is surrounded by a lot of suburban towns, so this is what you're going to expect when being in Westfield, which you can find that it's surrounded by Cranford, Garwood, places like Springfield, and Mountainside, yeah. And Scotch Plains, which is another really nice town that I almost forgot.
Okay, with that being said, we wanted to start here because right behind us is the downtown area of Westfield. This is kind of an area where it's not very similar to other downtowns, because you're going to find that higher end kind of feel of the town here. It's going to have those higher ends restaurants, boutiques.
So I think what he means to say is that Westfield actually has an award-winning downtown.
Right.
You're not going to really find a downtown like this one in other cities or towns, because, I mean, we have an Urban Outfitters. The majority of the restaurants here are very upscale, and it has a lot of other national retail stores. So that's what kind of makes this kind of downtown a little different than the others.
And you're going to get that feel of the higher end living throughout the whole town of Westfield, because right now, the main reason a lot of people are relocating here is due to the school districts. Westfield is number 2 in Union County, so you're going to get still the easy commute to New York City, because there is a train station that goes to New York City about 40-50 minutes from here, or you can drive. But that's not going to be the main reason people are moving here for the commute. It's going to be mostly for that nice schools and the higher end living of the town. So
yes, this is very suburban here. This is not a city. This is not going to be like Elizabeth. This is not going to be like Linden.
Right.
It's mostly going to be a little bit more like Cranford, but this is probably a little bit more, even more suburban than Cranford.
It's definitely more suburban, and you're going to notice that also in the properties you're going to find here, because here you're going to find properties like Victorian, Dutch Colonial. Those are houses and style homes that they're not going to be around other towns, because Westfield is is one of the older towns in Union County. You can find properties back in the 1860s, so they're going to be a lot bigger, way nicer backyards, tree-lined roads, streets. So with that being said, the values are expensive here.
Yes, so the values of the homes here are reaching past, well, some of them are going past the millions.
Yeah, and even almost to 2 millions as well.
Exactly.
Based on what kind of style home, and it's very common to buy properties here at the million plus. Right now, from here, we're going to go to the train station. We're going to show you that area a little bit so you can kind of get a feel of you are a commuter. And then right after there, we're going to show you a little few things to take through.
Okay, so we're still in the downtown of Westfield, but we wanted to show you the train station because it's a very essential part of this town.
We're probably literally a few steps away where we were at before.
Yeah.
And this train will get you to New York City in about an hour. And we do have a few buses as well that go to New York. And it's going to be the main form of transportation, because if you're going to drive there are a few highways, but it's going to take you about an hour and a half to get there. So you definitely see, if you do live here and commute to New York, this is going to be your main form of getting there. But even though it is commuter friendly, this town, the main selling point is not going to be the train. It's not going to be the commute. It's going to be the school districts, because throughout elementary, middle school to high school, they're already between 8 and 8+ schools. like we said before, number 2 in Union County.
And number 13 in the entire state.
Entire state.
All right, so if you want luxury, if you want top schools, maybe not number 1, but number 2, and you want something that's a commuter friendly and high end, this is the town for you.
Definitely the town. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to show you a few properties as well. You're going to see that depending on the type of neighborhood we're in, because Westfield does have a few different type of neighborhoods we're going to talk about later on in the video, it's the style of home you're going to get. So right now we're going to have our first stop there, and let's go there right now.
All right, so right now we are in South Westfield in the Brightwood neighborhood. We're about 5 minutes away from the downtown from this location. So the first stop is 572 First Street. That's the first house, and this house has 5 bedrooms and 2.1 bathrooms. It was listed for $850, however, it only sold for $839. But this neighborhood is really nice. The houses here are a little smaller than, you know, the ones from the other neighborhoods, but it's very picturesque and it's super close to the downtown area.
Okay, so Westfield has a few different elementary schools, middle schools, and 1 high school. So this area is going to be for the McClinley Elementary School, still rated an 8 rated school district school.
And then also we have for the middle school we have the Edison middle school, which is
also A.
And
everything here is going to be A or A plus.
So expect the high school also to be an A.
A plus, pretty much. So that's gonna be what if you're in this kind of neighborhood in down south Westfield, where you're gonna belong when it comes to the schools. Like Laura said, this area here is gonna be maybe if you're trying to commute, you're gonna be 5 minutes away from the downtown area and train, and it's gonna be perfect. You're still getting those amazing schools.
Right.
Something I missed before in downtown is that there's this cool development going on called the One Westfield. It's gonna be it was approved last year, but it's going to start being developed in the next few years, and it's going to be a 55 and plus community. They're going to have retail names, retail stores, all by the downtown area. So they're still expanding the downtown area, but they're still going to keep the all historical feel, because that new
this
development
is a very historical town, and they preserve that historical architecture within the town.
Yeah, and new construction is no different, because they're going to have the historical feel either way.
And also, since this is a 55 plus kind of community, it should give you kind of an idea of what the community feels like in Westfield. It's definitely a little bit more older.
Yeah, so even with new developments, you're still getting the older feel of the town, because they're not changing it much. Right now, we're going to go to our stop 2. Things change a little bit different there, because we're going to a different neighborhood, and we'll see you guys right away.
All right, so we're at the second house right now, which is 235 Sinclair Place in the Indian Forest neighborhood of Westfield. I mean, as you can see, the houses kind of change a little here. They get a little bigger. The one we saw previously is a colonial. This one's a Tudor home, which just sold last month.
This one was listed for 1.3, sold for 1.375. Sold in about a month, so it's a little common. These larger houses take a little bit longer to sell. It was 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. The big difference with this one is that it's a lot bigger than the one we saw before. The neighborhood here is a little more east when it's going towards the Garwood section. And these houses are a lot bigger, but you are going to find a mixture of homes here. It's not going to just be Tudor. You're going to find colonial. You're going to find Victorian. So that's a cool thing about it.
The one in front of it is a colonial.
So it's cool because in this area you're going to find a mixture. Some other areas in Westfield, it's only going to be Victorian. It's only going to be a certain style. But here we're also about 4 minutes away from the downtown area. Still really close. And you can see, like, we're going to show you a little bit about around here. It's definitely a little bit different than where we're at.
Yeah, as you can see, it's very quiet. So it gets really suburban here.
And the schools for this one's going to be the Franklin Elementary School, Roosevelt Middle School,
and the Westfield High School, which is just one high
It's going to
school
be for everything. And we forgot to mention before, the prices in these areas are going to be in the $1 million plus, depending on what you're looking for. This one was pretty much renovated, and once they're renovated, you're going to be between 1.3, 1.6, less renovated, closer to $1 million. But the one we saw previously was renovated, and that one sold for under $1 million just because of the neighborhood. All right, guys, so now we're all the way down south from Westfield, bordering Clark area. The house we want to talk about is 1743 Boulevard. That's one of the new construction homes in this Westfield neighborhood, because we're seeing a lot more new construction going a little bit more down south. That house has 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. It's literally the meaning of luxury living, high-end appliances, 9 feet tall ceilings, and they're going in between the 1.6, 1.7, depending how big you want it. And we want to kind of just show you a few in the area, because you're seeing that throughout this part by Clark is definitely where you're going to find more of the new construction homes.
As you can see in this specific street, you can find a lot of newer constructions. In the previous areas that we were in, it's mostly going to be like colonials, Victorians,
Right.
Tudors. So it gives it a little kind of like a different character to the town, because Westfield again is known for being very historical.
Right.
And they like to it's known for the fact that they do conserve that historical architecture.
And it's pretty cool that even though you're going to have a lot of parts of Westfield that is historical, it is that kind of feel of the overall Westfield town.
Right.
But you're still going to get these kind of neighborhoods that you're going to find in newer constructions. We're still near the downtown area, a little further away.
Yeah, we're definitely further away.
We're probably an 8 to 9 minute drive instead of 5, but it's still right there. And we're going to have Clark downtown area. We're going to have Clark main center as well. So even though we're a little bit further away from the downtown area, we're not far at all. But besides the new constructions, you're still going to find the colonial homes. You're still going to find maybe some Victorian homes, and they're all going to be ranging in the prices between 900 or if you're new construction 1.6. And it's pretty interesting how much prices range here depending on the style of home, the size. So it's all going to really depend on what you're looking for. But this is definitely a town that is definitely in the higher scale. You're not going to find many affordable homes here. They're all going to be pushing 1 million if you're going to want to find something that's really move-in ready and good for many families, because this is a town that's going to be focused for that family, and some ways it's looking for the good school districts.
So if you're not looking to start a family, and maybe Westfield is out of your range, or maybe you really don't care about the schools, Cranford is another option.
But even though you don't care about the schools, Cranford does have a good school system.
It has a good school system, but it's not number 2.
Right. But Cranford's going to have a different feel of the downtown. It's going to be more useful.
Right, it's going to be more youthful. This is a little bit more older, and that's just bottom line. That's what you're going to expect here.
100%. And we wanted to mention that because Cranford is only about a 5 to 10 minute drive from here. So we're not that far away. You get a completely different feel of a town. And even though Union County is not huge, we do have a lot of different towns, and every town is a different feel. And we wanted to mention that because even though Cranford is only 5 to 10 minutes drive away, things change a little bit, and you can have a more younger town but still get the school district and get a downtown area. And Union County has a bunch of different towns and city, so whatever you're looking for, you might find it here. Make sure to give us a call, reach out. We could kind of lead you in the right direction depending on your lifestyle. Our info is going to be coming up any second now. Make sure to give us a call. We are the people answering the phone, and we want to be the agents for you.